Canfor announces closure of Plateau and Fort St. John sawmills in northern BC.
Ultra discount grocery stores. That's what we're seeing here in Canada today. Welcome back to Moose and Loose. My name's David. Today, we've got the opening of these new test grocery stores. We've also got more Palestinian protesters taking over universities across Canada, as well as sawmills in British Columbia shutting down due to David Eby's failed policies. So let's jump into this. Got this here, posted by Canada Proud, says Trudeau, Liberal Justice Minister Arif Virani is making changes to the online harms bill, the last of the 3 recent internet censorship bills, so that the Liberals can ram it through Parliament before the next election. What are they planning? Justin Trudeau seems still confident, even though now his campaign manager has quit. Jagmeet has broken up with him. His wife has left him. The man is a broken man. Like, he really is. He's had everyone and his dog leave him, yet he's still confident. So what has he got up his sleeve? Are they going to rig our election? Are they going to just cancel it somehow? Next up here, we've got the first no-name grocery store. I mentioned this about a week ago. This is Loblaws, No Frills, the superstore, that big conglomerate. They're doing this. Limited kind of products, mostly just dried stuff and freezer stuff, and they've opened the first no-name grocery store. So let's check this out.
The first of 3 test grocery stores is now open for business in the town of LaSalle. Loblaws has launched their ultra discount store under the No Name brand. As CTV's Bob Belichico tells us, the timing is right considering a higher than usual unemployment rate.
I really do think that this store is going to get a lot of use.
LaSalle Mayor Crystal Meloche toured the new no-name store at the Windsor Crossing Premium Outlet Mall.
It's absolutely important. We've heard it from our residents that they need help. They need ways to save a few dollars when grocery shopping. They're having a hard time putting food on the table.
The ultra discount store, launched by grocery giant Loblaws, promises shoppers can save up to 20%, and about 2/3 of the products are priced under $5.
We've looked at how we run a store, and we've reduced our cost. As you can see, it's a different experience than what we usually have in our
Yeah, it's a lot of yellow. That's a lot of yellow.
Typical grocery store. And we've taken all the savings of cost and we've passed it on through price to our customer.
We're the first one to open, which is really exciting, but I think the location's actually perfect.
Students were at the store early this morning looking for a job and to fill their carts.
There's a lot of students that I'm sure are really looking for those shelf staples to have in their residence rooms, but even just for the residents around there, having a great option like that. We know the cost of groceries is really skyrocketing, and that's really impacting a lot of people.
And customers have noticed.
It was good, like $31, and I got quite a few things, fresh vegetables and, you know, things that I can use today and on the weekend.
Loblaws chose the location based on rent and ability to get up and...
Oh, so interesting. They do have vegetables here still. They just don't have meat and just limited, I guess, freezer stuff.
Running quickly. The store is the first of 3 in Ontario and is a 6-month pilot. The doors open as Windsor's unemployment rate is at 9.1%, almost 4% higher than it was a year ago at this time.
Unfortunately, that's something that Windsor Essex typically has to deal with. So again, having something that can really help impact that cost of living can really help everyone across the board if they can get out to that location.
Take a look at the comments here. It says, isn't this basically a no frills? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's this limited no frills. Great. Why don't they make every Loblaw store a no name store? None of the prices they showed are any lower than typical food basics. $7 for a bag of apples, $4 carrots. How's this ultra discount? I noticed there was some juice there, or maybe it was coconut water, those $3. I mean, you can get that cheaper at the dollar store. What a terrible day to have eyes. Yikes. I need sunglasses to work there. I know. They really needed to do something with the yellow branding. They need something to counteract that because it's too much yellow. It's the Loblaws dollar store. We got this posted by Justin Trudeau's ego. I've been told that Molson breweries abandoning their DEI policies. Black, lesbian, pansexual, G-word has no place in this country. That's why I'm banning Coors Light in Canada. Freezing all their assets and trampling their executives with horses. So basically we've got Molson Coors drops diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. Brewer will no longer have specific pre-representation goals in its hiring process. There you guys go. Just hire based on the job and the skill of the people coming in, what they have to offer. How about that? We got this posted by Karima, a lawyer, says large protests at the University of Ottawa with chants calling for an Antifada, Free Palestine, more of the same junk we're used to seeing there, you know, all over the grass today.
Brick by brick, wall by wall! Brick by brick, wall by wall! Apartheid has got to fall!
She's reading that off of her phone here. That's very inspiring when you have to read your Your speech off a phone.
Intifada! 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 Long live the Intifada! Long live the Intifada! Long live the Intifada!
The Antifada doesn't live here, guys.
Intifada! 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 Long live the Intifada! Long live the Intifada! Resistance is justified when people are occupied! Resistance is justified!
Resistance is justified. These people like to think they can justify anything, calling for the termination of an entire group of people in the streets of a peaceful country. These are not peaceful people. You guys need to kind of reset your core values here.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Okay, no more from the river to the sea. Meanwhile, the rest of the students go on living their lives and getting an education. The shark has been jumped. Aren't they supposed to, be attending classes? How is this being normalized? Boiling frog theory. We all know exactly what they mean. You cannot disguise it. Yeah, we know because they've literally have protest after protest saying it. They want to get rid of all the Jewish people in this country. I notice it seems like they're starting to tone that down a bit because there's a whole bunch of us calling that out to thousands, tens of thousands of people across Canada. Next up, we've got conservative Bob Zimmer pointing out that Canfor announces closure of the FSJ Sawmill. This is something that's been going on. The forestry industry has been declining a lot in BC because of David Eby. All the trees that are cut down, there's still a bunch of clear cuts, but they just send all the logs to China and Japan. Like, if we're going to cut down trees, we should do it in a way that looks nice, like thin the forests out, make them look nice, better for tourism. Process all the logs here. Create Canadian jobs here. Why would we put a single log on a ship to China or Japan? That's ridiculous. We should be shipping out finalized boards everywhere and making a ton of money and have cheap lumber in this country. Canada should have the cheapest lumber on planet Earth. Why is it so expensive? I live in a logging town. It is so expensive to buy wood here.
In front of the Fort St. John Canfor mill. And if you haven't heard, it was just announced yesterday that it will be closing by the end of the year, along with their Vanderhoof operation as well. Canfor announces closure of Plateau and Fort St. John sawmills in northern BC. Following a thorough review of operating conditions, including the persistent challenge accessing economic fiber, ongoing financial losses, weak lumber markets, and increased U.S. tariffs, Canfor Corporation announced today the closure of its Plateau and Fort St. John operations located in northern British Columbia. These closures will impact approximately 500 employees and will remove 670 million board feet of annual production capacity from our BC operations. Absolutely a massive loss for British Columbia. And many of you have seen my videos before. It's because of the radical and extreme policies of the provincial NDP and Justin Trudeau's NDP Liberals in Ottawa. The fact of the matter is, when we formed government in 2006, we had a softwood lumber agreement signed, sealed, and delivered within the first 80 days of our mandate. After 9 years, the Justin Trudeau NDP Liberals still don't have a softwood lumber agreement in place. The lack of leadership and the radical extreme policies of Justin Trudeau NDP Liberals are ruining our forest sector. We need a leader who supports our natural resource workers and the natural resource sector where they work. That leader is Pierp POV.
It's bizarre that Trudeau lapdog David Eby and the NDP have been basically kind of crushing the forestry industry in BC, but then they haven't changed any of the policies around how, like the clear cuts. Clear cuts are bad for the forest. They create big tinder piles that, especially when they're all around towns, it creates way more fire hazards around cities and towns. You would think that they would focus on that and create a more eco way to log. But all they've done is just hurt the businesses, and they haven't touched the actual environmental part of it. It's so goofy. These guys are so two-faced. They don't care about the environment. They don't care about Canadians. We should have it one way or the other. If we're going to cut down all these trees and just clear cut everything, then at least we should all have cheap lumber, and houses should be cheap, and we can all just go build anything to our heart's desire because lumber and wood is cheap in this country. But instead, lumber is expensive. The jobs are being lost. The mills are being shut down, and they're doing nothing about the actual way they're cutting down the forest. This is just more from my personal experience. I live right in the middle of a logging town. I see it every day. I'm a hiker. I just see policies policies could be a lot better. All you have to do is thin the forest. It would take almost no extra work to actually thin a few more trees into the clear cut, so it's not a clear cut. It would take almost no work. If they just made it a mandate and told the guys leave a few more trees in the center and thin a few more on the outside, it would fit way better with the environment. David Eby and Justin Trudeau don't care about that. And what happened to Justin Trudeau planting millions of trees? Did we all forget about that? Where is that? Are they planting any trees? I don't think so. They're all a bunch of liars. Next up, we've got Pierp POV here. It says there will be no more money going out of this country to corrupt multinational bureaucracies or foreign dictators. This is what we want in Canada. We're all tired of it. We know our money is getting flushed out to every single country imaginable, millions to the Congo, whatever, for ridiculous reasons. This is what we're looking for.
Over there that we can't build over here. When I am Prime Minister, there will be no more of our money going out of this country to most multinational bureaucracies that are corrupt or foreign dictators. We will bring home our money for our people in this country. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home.
That's exactly what we need. No more money going elsewhere. All of it serves us. It's our money. Why would we send our money to another country? That's ridiculous. So you have it. Industry shutting down in Canada. We've got these new grocery stores. Is it just a no frills without, some of the freezers, fridge stuff? I don't know. You guys let me know. If anyone lives over there and wants to check out these grocery stores, film some clips, tag me in them on X, and I would love to see what the prices actually are. You can see a few things in the video, but is it really that much cheaper? I don't know. Be sure to subscribe here to the channel. We're going to keep fighting for freedom. I'll see you guys in the next one.